Of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, it's Herbert. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Wilson will throw again. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, head your fun. All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine. I
guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half. But out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Herbert on first down now. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 30 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Spiller. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have opened the lead up to 30. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. This call down near the goal line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 36, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now it's Herbert. Buying time to his left. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, 37 yards. And the Chargers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right.
And now here is another interception. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 71 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they will take a knee here. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not